What up? What up? What up? What's going on? And welcome to Questionable Sports. My name is Jesse, and thank you for joining us on our Thursday edition of Questionable Sports, where we're talking mostly sports. I hope you're having a great day. Not Discord. I'm sorry. OBS. What I'm using to stream is kind of disconnected and is reconnecting earlier, so it was moving slow too. So hopefully that will all change. Hopefully. So it looks like it's running fine right now. I got green bars across the board. So what up, Ray Williams? How you doing today, sir? You see, I'm out here in San Francisco at Levi Field, right outside, or actually inside of Levi Field. You see the field right behind me. I can't go on there. You see the field is closed, so I can't get on. I can't get on there. You're like, how are you on there? I can see your chair behind you. Hey, don't worry about that. You're worrying about the wrong thing. I'm at the field, okay? That's all you need to know. Or just use your imagination. Just use your imagination. Pretend I'm there. All right, all right. Let's see what we're talking about today. All right, again, welcome. I welcome y'all to the show. Welcome back. If you were here yesterday we did a Winter Olympic edition. It wasn't nothing special. We were just going over some of the Winter Olympic events, what they were, because I didn't know what they were. So that was something that was interesting. I learned a few things. Me and Scott were going through them, through some of the schedules of what some of the games are. Hockey games, when there is a lot of events. So I think there's maybe 20 events total, but those events have women, have men, have mix, have doubles, have team, have excuse me. So they have different events. So there's a lot more in it. You can't hear me? Can y'all not hear me? Turn your volume up on your phone, Mom, because it's showing that my volume is fine over here. Because Ray hasn't said anything that he couldn't hear me. Yeah, see, Ray can hear me just fine. You got to turn. There's a button on the side of your phone, Mom. You got to turn it up. I'm kidding. She knows that. She's not that old. We're going to do some sports talks, what to watch, some coaches moves, NFL and college football moves, the big game, of course, question of the day, important dates. Of course, this is my show, so I will have the last word. But feel free at any point of this show, get in the chat. I would love to chat with y'all. Give me your opinion. I'd love to go back and forth with you if I feel like I'm different from what you're thinking. But nobody's ever wrong. There's nothing wrong with having conversations. That's what makes everything fun. So starting off with some sports news. There has been some sports news going on. Some trades. So this is the NBA trade deadline was today, and the Dallas Mavericks made a trade. So that was interesting. I was wondering if they were or not. I wasn't sure if they're going to trade AD because I was one of them. And another person was up that I was thinking if they're going to trade anybody was Kyrie. So Kyrie did not get traded, so that's a good thing. I actually like Kyrie. But AD, Anthony Davis, did get traded yesterday. Or not yesterday, 2 days ago. Take that back. So on Tuesday, um, he got traded. I'm not upset because, he was always hurt. I'm not going to hate on Anthony Davis. I think he's a good player, but he was always hurt. How many times he'll come in for 1 or 2 games and then next thing you know, he's out? How many times have he'll play half a quarter and then he's out? So I hate that for him. I always say this. I hate to see anybody get hurt. I want to see how he does as a player and how he's going to do as a teammate. But it seems like they did good when he was in there. It just never been panned out. But the Dallas Mavericks traded All-Star NBA Anthony Davis, Jaden Harden, and D'Angelo Wilson and Dante Exum to the Wizards for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson. I'm not going to try to say that name. Malachi. I think I did say that right. Malachi Branham and Marvin Bagley the third. And they get 2 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks. So not only do you get players, you get you actually what they did is they actually got under the tax. What is it called in the NBA? I can't remember what it's called, but they got under it, so they won't have to pay a fine at the end of the year. And they're going to build for the future with 2 first rounders and 3 second rounders. So I think that's really good for the Mavs. I like the trade. Y'all let me know in chat what y'all think, if y'all like the trade or not. So tell me if you like what the Mavs did, looking for the future. I'm not sure what they're going to do with Kyrie. He's still under contract. He's still going to be under contract next year. We got a real young Cooper Flag, who's really good. Probably is in the running right now for Rookie of the Year. He's going to be in the All-Star game. No, take that back. He's not in the All-Star game, but he is in the Rookies All-Star game. So hopefully he can keep doing what he's doing. He may not get it this year to the All-Star game, but I think down the road he will. Other news. We all know about the big game this weekend. I don't know if y'all going to watch it or not. I will. Am I excited about it? We'll talk about more of the big game. I can't say what the word is because I just found out yesterday that, and this is crazy. So let's go. Let me just, since we're talking about the game, what's crazy is I didn't know it was copyright. I just found out yesterday from Scott that I can't say what it's called because it's considered promoting. I can't promoting myself, so I can't sit there and say, "Hey, let's watch or come watch my show, Questionable Sports, and we're going to talk about the big game." I can't say the super. I can't say the part. I can't say that part. So that's what's so crazy to me. I was like, that's what it's called. It's not like it's they called it. That's their own NFL made that their own nickname for it. You know what I'm saying? It's called something else. Let's actually say the game is actually called the big game, but then the NFL said, "Hey, we're going to start calling it this." But it's always been the big game. But since they wanted to make it a nickname as that's what it's called, now they copyrighted that. I can understand that. But since that's what it's called, how is that? I was talking to my wife about this earlier, and I was like, I don't understand how. Like, it's like McDonald's saying, I can't sit there and say, somebody would say, "How? What are you eating?" I'm eating McDonald's. Now, how is that? Is McDonald's going to come sue me because I said their name? But apparently, if you say it and you're kind of promoting your own show, then you get in trouble. Yeah, y'all don't want super this thing. Huh? Nah, leave it there. I'll do it again. So, but yeah, and that's to me that's just crazy. This boggles my mind. Like, if they came up with a different nickname besides what it's called, then why copyright? Why punish people who are just? I'm not like I'm sitting here saying, "Hey, this." If I'm sitting here trying to tell you about, "Hey, are y'all gonna watch the Super?" Then, how's that promoted? But I would still get banned because I said it. You know what I mean? So, or I still get in trouble because that's because I said it. Let's see what y'all got. Is it a salary cap in the NBA? I think it's a good trade. They need some reliable. So there is. It's called a luxury tax. Is what it's called. It's called a luxury tax. It just popped in my head when you said that, Ray. So yes, there's a salary cap, but it's not a hard salary cap. It's not like, okay, you can't go over this. Like the NFL, you can't go over this salary cap. In the NBA, you can, but if you go over it, you get a luxury tax. So then you get taxed for spending over the luxury, and it's a certain amount of money that you get taxed. Bo Super, yeah, I'm doing fine, Mom. How are you doing today? I thought you're doing good. Or say Big Bowl game. Yeah, you could say Big Bowl game. So there's a few ways around this thing. So, but yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me how how you can't say that, you can't do that. So, can you hear me now, though, Mom? Because I know you said you couldn't hear me, and I don't know why you couldn't hear me. But yeah, that we were just talking about me and my wife, and it was just like, and I looked it up, and it said like I can't sit there and use it to promote my show. Like I can't sit there and say, "Come check out my show." So while I talk about this, so, but there is some news. There is some news that just came out not too long ago. Cowboys will be playing in their first NFL game in Rio de Janeiro in 2026. It's going to be the first NFL regular season game in Rio de Janeiro, the league said Thursday. So there will be some Cowboys, which is a bad thing because I'm a season ticket holder, so I can't. That's one home game. I guess it's not a bad thing. I guess I won't have to pay for that ticket, so it'll be cheaper. But still, it takes away from one of the games we'll go to. So with 9 home games on the schedule, the Cowboys are willing to forego a date. So, well, I guess it's not a bad thing. It was 9 home games, so I'll still have to pay for 8. Okay, so never mind. So yeah, the Cowboys are going to play Rio de Janeiro. Who are they playing? Did it say? The first international when they beat it doesn't say who they're playing. Oh, so the game in Rio will be released in the spring. So we'll figure out which one of the home games. It's going to be Arizona Cardinals, Jaguars, 49ers, Tennessee, Tampa Bay, or Baltimore. Those are the games that they might send. They might go to Rio de Janeiro. And it's going to be the first game of the season, so it's going to be a Thursday night game. So Cowboys will be opening up the football season in Rio de Janeiro against a team, and it'll be the first game of the season. So we already got that game out the way. Boom. Knocked out the way. So, excuse me. So that is some good news on the Cowboys front. And hopefully it'll be a whole different Cowboys team. It's going to be the Cowboys Super Bowl run. I'll tell you that much right now. Let's get ready for it. 49ers, besides the Cowboys, there'll be another games that are going to be playing outside the country. The 49ers and the Rams will be playing the first game in Australia. So that's it's going to be a regular season game as well. So that one, I'm not sure when that one's going to be played. That's another. It could be middle of the season, could be beginning of the season. I'm not sure yet, but that should be a fun one too. 49ers Rams game. So, and as soon as Scott gets on, Scott's going to be joining us later. We're going to talk Super Bowl. We're going to talk. We're going to make our picks. We're going to make. Just talk a little bit about the game, what we want to see, what we don't want to see, and stuff like that. Any news on y'all's front? Do y'all know of what's going on over there? Oh, and other news too. Ole Miss. You remember quarterback, the one Chambliss? He got denied his appeal, trying to seek another year into the in college football. I don't understand why he just don't come out of into the NFL. I mean, I would, but apparently he wants to play another year in Ole Miss. Maybe because I know they said they're gonna give him like $5 million if he stayed and play. So I mean, I guess that's good money. But just go to the NFL, start up, get your career going. Maybe you can make something of yourself instead of a guy who been playing in college football for years, like the Miami quarterback. So, other news, I think that's about it on sports news, sports front. There was some trades, no big trades in the NBA this week. Besides Harden getting traded, Morant didn't get traded. Yeah, I know he wanted a trade, but he didn't get traded. Giannis didn't get traded either. I know everybody was looking at that to see if he was going to get traded, but they decided not to trade him. Giannis, I'm not going to say he doesn't care, but I don't think it's a big deal where he plays. He just wants to play, and he wants to be he just wants to be on a winning team, not just a team that just doesn't care. Mavericks did pick up a veteran point guard, Tyus Jones from the Charlotte Hornets, in exchange for Malachi. Oh, we just picked up Malachi, and he's already gone. We just picked him up, and they already shipped him off. So, you can hear. Okay, that's good. He's making money on his. He is making money on NILs, and that's why I'm not going to hate him for it. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, if they don't want to give you I mean, they gave other. That's one thing that's crazy though. They gave other players an extra year. The same thing he's applying for, they approve. I don't know what is so different, and nobody's came out to say what's so different about why he's being denied. That's my thought. I don't know why he's being denied. He's just being denied another year of eligibility. So that's why they were suing the NCAA. So we shall see. And those of you who are just joining, I appreciate y'all joining. If it's your first time watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn your notifications on so you know when I go live. But I'm out here in Levi Field for the Super Bowl. As you can see, right behind me, the field is closed. I can't go on there. They're watering it. They're doing a really great job of keeping the field ready for the Super Bowl. Oh, I mean, that thing. I'm doing good. So, but let's move right along to what to watch. So what to watch today and what to watch this weekend. Starting off with NBA. We got the Bulls versus the Raptors at 6:30, which they're playing right now on Prime Video. If you have Prime, if you want to watch some basketball, Bulls, after you watch me, not right now. Don't go switching me off. Then you got the Warriors versus the Suns, 9:30 on Prime Video. So that's a late game. That's actually might be a good game. I know the Warriors picked up. Who did they pick up? They picked up somebody this week, or in this what you call. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick and find out who. Who did Cavs trade Celtics? No, it's not really showing who. It must not have been a real big name, but I know they picked up somebody. So, anyways, yeah. So Warriors playing the Suns tonight. The Suns are playing well. Mavs play the Spurs tonight. That's gonna be. Mavs are actually gonna hit a real. Right now they're on a 4-game losing streak, and they're about to play the Spurs tonight. The Spurs again in 2 days, and then they play the Lakers, and then they just got them playing Boston. They lost the ball, so now they're 5 games. So yeah, they're 5-game losing streak. You got Spurs back to back, and then they got the Lakers. So you got 3 tough games right there, right before the All-Star break, and then we're gonna get all those players that they just traded for. They're gonna get integrated into the lineup. See how that all pans out. I wonder if they're gonna. My question is, are they gonna let Kyrie play? Are they gonna let him come into the game? I know he's been practicing with the team, so I wonder if they're gonna actually let him play this year, or they're just gonna send him out. The Mavs right now are 12th in the seeding, which is not too bad. They're not far from the 8th seed. They could, if they wanted to, I think they could fight for a playoff position, or they're just going to sit back, relax this year, and move and try to go forward. Wait till next year. And hockey, we got the Penguins versus the Sabres, 6 o'clock, ESPN Plus. You got the Panthers versus the Lightning, 6:30 on Hulu. And if y'all want to check those games out, please wait till after the show. No Stars games. Stars are done. They played yesterday. They did one. I had to ask my wife. I was actually watching the game, and I guess I turned the TV off. I don't remember. I dozed off, and I woke up, and the TV was off. I even woke up my wife. I said, "Did you turn the TV off?" I think I don't know if she woke up or not, but I asked anyways. And then I asked her again this afternoon. She said she didn't. So I don't know. I guess I just turned it off because I was tired, and I don't even realize it. But yeah, I didn't finish watching the Stars game. It was the start of the 3rd period when I ended up falling asleep, so I didn't finish it. It started too late. So, Also, there's no college, so womp womp. But we got NFL game. This is the big game. Seahawks versus the Patriots, February 8th, Sunday, 5:30 on NBC. I did. It was a fight. There was a fight on there? I did. I did say that. Pay attention. I didn't see the fight. Now, I know they were going at it. I know Jamie Benn scored. That was kind of the last thing I saw because I remember going, yes, yes, and I was like, oh, I gotta be careful because everybody was asleep. Normally, like if it was pre my daughter, I would have be like, yeah. I wouldn't have, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't have cared, but my wife knows how I am. But now we have my daughter, and I don't want to be in the room yelling, and she's in the next room like, what the hell's going on? Well, I hope she don't say it's hell. Better not say hell. But I don't want her to be like, what's going on? Getting all scared. I'm waking her up in the middle of the night screaming at a game. So that's all we got this weekend. I mean, I take that back. That's not all we got. We got the Winter Olympics. We went over that yesterday. If y'all were on here, we got it started on yesterday. So there's some things going on throughout the day. Right now it's like at this time it's like 2:00 in the morning over there. So if you go on the NBC website or the Olympic website, it'll tell you everything that's going on. It'll tell you a time. The time on there is a central time. So I figured that out today. So everything on there is a central time. So go on there, check out what you want to watch, and watch some of the Winter Olympics. Something different. You don't have to sit there and watch everything the same thing all the time. You don't always gotta watch basketball. You don't always gotta watch. Well, you always gotta watch football. But yeah, just something different for you to watch. So, what I missed. What up, Oscar? How you doing today, sir? What did you miss? I did what to watch. I'll put that back up so you can see what to watch today and this weekend. NBA. I talked about the Mavericks trade. Let me know how you feel about the Mavericks trade. I would love to get your opinion. I didn't even ask you at work today what you thought, but yeah, let me know what you think of the Mavericks trading AD and what they got in return. Talked about the Cowboys. The Cowboys' first game. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the first game. I said the first game. I could be wrong, but they're playing one game next year or next season in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So it's gonna be an actual regular season game. So that should be awesome. That should be pretty cool. They're trying to expand the because they were thinking about putting the Cowboys in Mexico, but Cowboys already got. I was listening to the radio when they were talking about this. Cowboys guys already have a huge following in Mexico, so they want to try to expand them out a little bit more. So that's why. Excuse me. It was going to be either Australia or Brazil, and I guess they went with Brazil for the Cowboys. I'm drinking water. Got to stay hydrated so I can get wasted this weekend. You're not going to get wasted. You're drinking water, though. So, yeah. So, and again, the Winter Olympics, that's coming up. So, Saturday, Sunday, at the Winter Olympics is full slate. So, and most of them is going to be happening in the middle of the night. Not in the middle, like starting at 3:00 in the morning all the way up until probably about 2, 3:00 in the afternoon. So I recommend, even if they play the replays or go back and watch them again, because I mean it's still going to be interesting. Just don't figure out who wins. wait until you watch it yourself. So, how all this was a full move ad was trash. Yeah. Oh, AD was trash. Yeah, my wife showed me the Rio. Pretty cool, but I thought, yeah, that would have been pretty cool. I think that's the stadium they're going to be playing in. So that'd be cool. So now we're going to move on to the coaches' moves. Some of the coaches' moves that happened during the well, not even off season. It started regular season. They started firing coach. Giants fired their coach. We'll start with Arizona Cardinals. Mike LaFleur. He's going to be the new coach of the Arizona Cardinals. I think that's a good pickup for Arizona. I think he's a good coach. I was offensive coordinator for the Rams, so he's a good pickup. Now this one right here, for one, I was surprised. I was really surprised that Atlanta did this. I think Rasheed Morris was a good coach. The team was headed in the right direction. They were doing a really good job. So I don't know why. To me, this when this popped up on my phone, I was like, why would you fire him? I felt like the team was actually doing pretty damn good, and they were moving in the right direction. But they fired him. But this is what even makes it even more mad. Is the coach they picked up, Kevin Sarkeesian, or how you say his damn last name, the Cleveland Browns old coach, the one that they just fired because he was doing a terrible job at Cleveland. Why would you hire him? He was doing a terrible job at one place and bring him to that's this one. I'm not even an Atlanta Falcon fan, so I wish I knew it. Do I know an Atlanta Falcon fan? I don't think I do. If I knew an Atlanta Falcon fan, I'll call them up. I want to know what they think. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. This one just blows my mind. I think Raheem Morris was a way better coach than Kevin Sarkeesian. Not Sarkeesian, Stefanski. That's how you say his name. But yeah, that one right there just blows my mind, and I just didn't like it. I don't like it. Y'all tell me y'all may like it. I don't know. Tell me I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I'm not going to argue with you. You know, everybody has an opinion. Nobody's opinion is wrong. It's an opinion. It's not a fact. Baltimore Ravens, they fired John Harbaugh. Everybody knows that. That was it. I'm not going to, it was surprised, but it wasn't, John Harbaugh is a really good coach. Maybe it's time for a new scenery for him. And he went to, and we'll get down to when he gets to the Giants, but he went to the Giants. But the new Ravens head coach is Jesse Mentor. I wish it was me. But that was the Los Angeles Chargers defensive coordinator. So he went with defensive coordinator to a head coach for the Baltimore Ravens. And one thing you're going to notice too, and I'm probably jumping the gun for saying this, but a lot of defensive coaches got hired as a head coach this year. And I think they're seeing that. Look who's in the Super Bowl this year. Seattle, Patriots, both got really good defense. Look who was in the national championship in college football. Miami, Indiana, both really good defense. So a lot of teams are kind of following the same suit. We need to focus on defense. Defense is what's winning these games and winning championships. Buffalo Bills, they hired Joe Brady. Former coach Sean McDermott got fired. Joe Brady was the offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills. So they just kind of hired within, which is sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's not. I don't know. Especially if you're looking for a new way for a new direction for your team. If you think it's just the head coach that's holding your team back, okay, maybe that's probably what you do. Hey, we're just gonna get rid of this head coach, hire within, and go from there. But if you think it's not the whole organization, but the whole coaching staff, you don't hire within. So maybe they just thought that the coach wasn't the right fit for them. And then we get to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns hired Todd Monken. He is from, I don't even know who he's from. He was a Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator. So he got a head job position. Ravens, well, that's another thing with the Ravens offense was struggling. Let's not forget that. And then Cleveland goes and hired him, even though the Ravens offense was struggling. See, that just tells you what Cleveland and Atlanta, they want to suck. That's what that is. They want to suck. Let's see what we got here. Ray, your message got retracted. Oh, you took it away. They'll be lucky you go 6-11. Who's that? You talking about Cowboys? I know you ain't talking about the Cowboys going 6-11. The Steelers are tripping too. Yeah. Let's see. The Steelers, they picked up. Oh yeah. Mike McCarthy. I don't think he fits that Steelers lifestyle. I don't think that's there's certain coaches that you're like, okay, yeah, I can see them going there. I can see Mike McCarthy going to this team or this team. But Steelers, I wouldn't think they would pick him up. I just didn't feel like, because Steelers are always had a hard-nosed coach. No nonsense, no straight to the point, tell you how they feel kind of coach. Mike McCarthy's not that kind of guy. Atlanta, you see Atlanta with that coach. I think they may be worse than that. They may win 5 games with Kevin Stefanski. I can't say his name. Have your own opinion. Speak your mind. Say, hey, everybody has an opinion. I don't. That's why I want y'all to tell me how y'all feel. Let me know how y'all feel about how was a joke for Shador to go to the Pro Bowl, but then again been a joke for a while now. Yeah, that's. I don't understand how he made it to the Pro Bowl. That makes no sense. He played 4 games and he made it to the Pro Bowl. Come on now. Atlanta will go 6-11. Pitt will go 8-9. Hey, I might have to write that down. If you're right, you should have played that at the Vegas. So, but moving right along to the the Raiders. The Raiders get Clint Kubiak. God. He's going to be he's a Seahawks offensive coordinator. So he's not got the job just yet. They're expecting to get him once the Super Bowl is over. So that's not a for sure thing, but that's what everybody's expecting to happen. That's why Vegas hasn't announced the coach just yet. Miami. I think Scotty just joined.
Hello.
What's going on, Scotty? Welcome to Questionable Sports. We're glad to have you here today.
All right.
I'm talking about the coaches that just are gotten hired in NFL. I'm got to Miami. Jeff Hafley, is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
So he's gonna be the next coach of the Miami Dolphins. He was who was he? What did he do? Oh, he was in Green Bay. He was the defensive coordinator for Green Bay. So looks like Miami's wants to go more defense this next year coming up. So they picked up a defensive coordinator as their head coach. And look who gets here when we get to the Giants. Giants going with John Harbaugh as their head coach, which is probably the big pick, a really good pickup for the Giants. I'm interested. Scott's here, so he can answer this question. What? How are they going to do the GM and Harbaugh?
I'm not sure how that's going to work out, because he's reporting right to the owners.
Yeah. So,
I
guess. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I guess the GM will help with the contracts and stuff like that. I guess
he'll probably just
maybe help with the, I don't know, with the draft. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
So we're talking about Oscar said, Shador Sanders being in the Pro Bowl is a joke, and I was like, yeah, how does Shador Sanders get in the Pro Bowl? He only played 4 games, right? Nobody watches the Pro Bowl. That's why it was on Tuesday. Sanders only got it because of his dad. Political move.
Yeah.
So could be. So
definitely didn't deserve to be there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want the flag football game was actually pretty cool. We were watching. My wife had it on, and I was glancing at it every now and then. So it wasn't too bad. NFC came back and won. Pickens was the MVP, of course. The Cowboys playing when it don't matter. So, but yeah, so that's to me is that's what was crazy. I think we were talking about that too, Scotty. How John Harbaugh is going to be like, if he doesn't agree with the GM, he's going to be like, well, I'm just going to go to the owner. And that gives the GM basically no power.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen next year, especially if they. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see. You know what? I might be able to see that as I can see Giants having him for 1 year and just letting the GM go after that.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah. Next team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. We were just talking about this, how they got Mike McCarthy. I don't feel like Mike McCarthy is a Pittsburgh guy. Could I be wrong?
No,
Everybody could be wrong, but am I wrong? Probably not.
he doesn't seem like it. No, I don't think. Doesn't seem like a good fit.
Yeah, exactly. I was just saying, I was like, right when you were getting on, I was like, Pittsburgh always have hard nosed, straight, tell you how it goes coaches. That's all we know Pittsburgh for. And then you go and get a coach that's, you know, kind of the total opposite of that. You know,
Yeah,
that maybe they want to go in a different direction from now on. I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see the fit. Last but not least, in the NFL, the Tennessee Titans. They got Robert Solom. I think he's a really good coach, a defensive coordinator for 49ers for the last few years. He's a really good defensive coach. I think he's going to be a really good NFL coach, but he's going into an organization that's just messed up. He That's another thing. He just left
he's got
the Jets.
he's got Brian Dable as his offensive coordinator too.
That's not Brian Dable's a good. I think he's a good offensive coordinator. I don't think he's a good head coach.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think they'll do all right.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have the number one pick quarterback in Cam Ward. You're going to have the number one pick again this year. Oh no, you're not. You're not having they're not having the number one pick again, are they? It's
No, Oakland does. Or
Oakland.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, Las Vegas.
yeah. So yeah, I did the same thing earlier. Yeah. So, but they're still going to have a top 3 pick. So,
Yeah,
what they're going to go for, I don't know. They need a lot of help, but
yeah,
we'll see what they go for. I've looked at a couple of mock drafts, but not like go into detail and see what each team and I'll just went straight to the Cowboys, seeing what they're saying, and then move on. My mom said, "Hi, Scotty. How are you doing?"
hello, good.
Ray said, "I can't figure out why they picked him." Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way, and I'm glad you're a Pittsburgh fan. I know another Pittsburgh fan too, and he kind of said the same thing too. He doesn't understand. He's not a fan of the head coach, so we'll see how it all pans out. Like I said, I could be wrong, but am I? I don't know. We'll find out. Nobody knows until it happens.
Yeah,
So, but moving right along, real quick, we'll go through some of the college football uh, hires. At Michigan, Kyle Whittingham got hired. He was a Utah coach. What's crazy is he just like a week before then said he's stepping down from Utah. He's not going to coach, just kind of stepping away from college football.
yeah.
And then a week later, he's like, I'm going to Michigan. They must have offered him a good deal. I'm not sure what his contract is, but they
I'm
offered
sure.
him a pretty good deal. Penn State, they went with Iowa State's Matt Campbell, who's a really good coach. I'm not knocking that what you call it at all. I think that's a really, really good pickup. He's a really good coach. He's always given everybody in the Big 12 problems with his teams. So every time you're playing Iowa State, you better be ready to play. I think that's the same thing he's going to bring to Penn State. So,
Oh yeah, he's bringing half the team with him too.
yeah, the quarterback's coming. So, yeah. So, but what's crazy, and we'll get to that here in a little bit, but we'll get that in a little bit. But Iowa State, since their coach went to Penn State, they went with the Washington State Jimmy Rogers. Don't know much about Jimmy Rogers, but he was at Washington State. He done pretty well. He's got a pretty good record. He's helped South Dakota State win the national championship or Division II. He played linebacker for them, so he's a player of the game. Let's see. Let's move on. Kansas State hiring Colin Keelan. He was the offensive coordinator for Texas A&M. So that should be a pretty big pickup because it looks like he's also he was the offensive coordinator under Marcus Freeman as well. So
Yeah,
so let's see. There was a Michigan State, Pat Fitzgerald. He was a Northwestern coach. Didn't he get in trouble or something like that? And they let him go at Northwestern.
I'm not sure what happened there.
I think he had got in trouble for something, and they let, it wasn't like a big deal, but it was something that Northwestern was like, okay, we're just gonna let you go.
Yeah.
So, uh, let's see. In tenor, when his team results fell off the cliff, sometimes several, but yeah. Let's see who else. There was some more. LSU. Oh, LSU picking up Ole Miss Lane Kiffin, and this one was crazy because we kind of knew that it was going to happen, but what made it more crazy was the fact that he wasn't able to coach, or he didn't coach his team in the playoffs. And I think, well, someone like myself, I was rooting for the team. I wasn't rooting for him because I was like, man, I know if his team wins, he's going to get paid, so I don't want him to get paid. But then I do want his team to win because it's to rub it in his face. Look what you're leaving. To go to a team that didn't even make the playoffs. So, yeah, I don't. To me,
Yeah.
I don't understand. Maybe he just wanted a different spot. He wanted to bring up another team. He felt like
Well, he gets basically Ole Miss relies
he get
mostly
what?
on the portal. Ole Miss relies mostly on the portal, where LSU can get those 5-star recruits.
Yeah, true. That is true. See, that's why if y'all want to know some news. Oh no, your phone's about to die. Well, I appreciate you joining us, Ray. Thanks for being here. You have a good evening. Don't forget, safety first, then teamwork. But yeah, that is true. That is true. Ole Miss, since Lane Kiffin left, they've got their defensive coordinator Pete Golding to be the new head coach. Well, he did a really good job in the playoffs. I mean, you're not only did are you say okay, you're now the new head coach, but now that you're the head coach, we're still in the playoffs. You got to go out there and get this team ready to. Normally, when you're the new head coach of a team, your the team's already over. You're already getting maybe trying to get recruits or get your staff together. Not this guy. This guy's like, all right, you're the new head coach. Go win us playoff games, and he did. So, I think the coach is good. I like him. The son of a bitch is only 41 and he makes more money than we do, Scott. Motherfucker. Let's see. I'm trying to go.
But Sean McVay is younger than that, isn't he?
Oh yeah, Sean McVay. Then he might be just turning 40, maybe, if that.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Now this one right here coming up. What I'm about to say right here is one of the ones that me and Scott we're gonna know, and some of you guys may or may not, because if you follow the show, you would. But Eric Morris, he was North Texas head coach going to Oklahoma State. So this one right here is really big, and there's already people that I've talked to who watch college football like me and Scott and some of you guys out there, that we already talked about how Oklahoma State could be one of them dark horse colleges, the ones that came from nothing, but because they got a new coach, everybody says he's. I mean, I'm not even saying we know he's a good head coach, and on top of that, he's bringing the quarterback that he had down there, who was only a freshman who played hella good. So, and they're going to use the portal. They're going to use the portal, and they get good players anyways because it's Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
So I go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of North Texas, they hired Neil Brown. From West Virginia.
West Virginia. He was the head coach at West Virginia?
Yeah.
Ah.
For five years, I think.
So hopefully, I mean, I didn't think they were going to go for somebody big. Remember we were talking, I think they may go somebody smaller, a small coach, and just try to hopefully build them up. But they're going to go, they went and got another coach. But the last but not least, we're going to go Virginia Tech hires James Franklin, which is, I think, a really good pickup for Virginia Tech. And when I was saying earlier how Scott said that most of Iowa State's going to Penn State, a lot of Penn State are going to Virginia Tech. So a lot of the people that were at Penn State are going to to Virginia Tech. So is it a good thing? I don't know. Was it a bad thing?
Yeah,
I don't know. But I think James
yeah.
Franklin fits. Huh?
I think it's a step down, but I don't know.
As a, yeah, I can see that. Because Penn State is a tier higher than Virginia Tech, but you got to remember where Penn State was at when James Franklin got there.
Yeah,
You know, they were going through all that stuff with about that head coach, the old head coach. What's his
yeah,
name? I can't think of his name right now. So, oh, did you hear about what's his name getting it denied? His Chamberlain's getting denied his appeal.
yeah.
That's crazy. I was talking about that earlier in what you call it news, sports news.
And Pavia and what's his name from Tennessee, Aguilar.
Uh
They
huh.
still have one.
They still have
They
one.
still have it. Yeah, still because they played junior college, and
See, that's what I was
they
talking
said
about.
they
So,
said that shouldn't count towards.
but how are they eligible? Because I see right here, Aguilar granted TRO is an eligibility bid. So how is that possible? If they're not going to
I'm
let
not,
Chamberlain do it?
yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. Um, so now we're gonna switch over to we need to get moving on. We're gonna do the big game. I was telling everybody how you had told me that I can't say the super. I have
Yeah,
I actually have a bow that I point at, so I don't say the B where I point at a blue bow. So, um, yeah, I was like, and I think that's crazy. And I was talking to me and my wife were talking about it. We were just like, I was telling her, I was like, how is that? And she was like, when did they do that? I was like, maybe a couple of years ago. And I looked it up. So I can't sit there and be like, I can't promote my show saying, hey, y'all come check out questionable sports while me and Scott talk about the super. So I can't say that because that's me promoting my show, and that's how you get in trouble about it. So um, I can't use anything that can sit there and show um, or say that I'm promoting my show because of it. That's how. So I was like, that's just crazy to me.
yeah,
So, but yeah, let's talk about the big game. We got the Patriots we got Seahawks versus the Patriots. I got to say the Seahawks first because they're the visitors. The game is at on Sunday at 5:30. So you got Patriots that are 14-3. You got the Seahawks that are 14-3. Scotty,
yeah,
Central Time, 5:30 Central Time. Yeah, I got to make sure I say that because maybe there might
yeah.
be somebody out there watching in Eastern or Western Time. So yeah, 5:30 Central Time. Um, both good teams. I'm not knocking neither one of them. I'm not going to sit there and say this team doesn't deserve it or this team should this or should not. But what I am going to say is I think it's going to be a defensive game.
Yeah. I don't know.
You think it could be offensively? Because Patriots defense overall is ranked like one. They're ranked top 5. I'm not sure what they are, but I know they're ranked top 5 in stopping the run.
Yeah,
Seattle loves running the ball. They
I
got
mean
some, huh?
the over under is kind of high.
Who?
The over under.
Oh yeah, the over under is 45.5. They
Yeah,
got Seattle up 4.5 to win.
yeah.
So uh, now we're going to take me and Scott going to take who we think going to win, and I'll put my shot on it. I still owe a couple of shots for a couple of weeks ago, but I've been feeling not so well, and I'm still right now. I'm just still trying to hydrate. But this weekend, I'll definitely get those shots out, so I won't be behind. So when the Super Bowl game starts or ends, huh? Oh, I said it. Dang it! Hopefully nobody's here, and I said the S word. The big game. The big game. Dang it! It's hard. It's hard. I'm sorry, but I wasn't promoting myself. I was just saying it. Does that count? You know what I mean? Does it count? Because I wasn't promoting it. I was just talking about. I was just saying it. It's like me saying, "Hey Scott, are you gonna watch?" You know, I'm not promoting
Yeah.
the game. I'm just saying, are you gonna watch it? And that's what I'm saying now. I'm like, I'm not promoting it. I don't know. I'll just be careful not to say it. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be on NBC or Peacock, whichever you want to watch. It's up to you. And there's supposed to be like alternate channels that you can watch the game on if you like. Uh, let's see. Demarcus Lawrence is going to be the one in the big game. Yeah, he's going to be there. Yeah, I'm just talking about it. That's what I'm saying. I'm just talking about it. I'm not. I don't know. Like I said, I'll just stay clear of it. Not say anything. Not don't want to get in trouble. Um. So yeah, I just like I said, I think it's going to be. Apparently, they think it's going to be offensive game because they got a 45.5. I think I mean
Yeah.
I can see it maybe a 21-14 game.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little closer than that. The weather's not going to be bad. The weather's supposed to be nice weather. So I got right now I got the Levi Field in the background behind me, and I'm telling everybody I'm at Levi Field. I said that because in the background it's like they're watering the field. I was like they're doing a really good job of keeping the fields watered for the big game. So
Yeah.
and let's not forget before I forget, the halftime show will be performed by Bad Bunny. There is an alternate channel if you don't want to watch Bad Bunny. There's a opposite channel where you can watch who? Kid Rock. Kid Rock's going to be on an alternate channel if you don't want to watch Bad Bunny. I'm guessing it's going to be on Peacock. So, just throwing that out there. The halftime show, that's always a big deal for certain people. There was one halftime show with Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and all them. 50 Cent, Eminem. That was a pretty cool one. The one that I always remember, and I'm gonna ask you too, Scott, which one do you remember? But one of the ones I've always remember was Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That Michael Jackson one was by far one of my favorites, and I remember watching that one when I was a kid because that was probably about when I was like 12, 13 years old, maybe younger than that, and I still remember that Super Bowl and that halftime show. One, because the Cowboys were in it. Two, Michael Jackson in it. You can't beat that. I can actually sit there and say I watched Michael Jackson and the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
A lot of these kids now who want to be Cowboys fans can't say that. They can't even say the Cowboys been in the Super Bowl.
They haven't seen him
I
win a
just said it.
playoff
God
game.
dang it. Shut up, Scott. I said it twice right then and there. Gosh, dang it, man. It's a freaking. This thing is the end. But all right. Let's go with the pick, Scott. Who do you got in the big game?
I got Seattle.
Seattle, big win or a little close?
I don't think they cover the spread.
So you think it's gonna be like a 3-point game?
Yeah.
So it's got to be
3 or 4 points.
Yep. Dang, that's gonna be close. Hey, I won't even get mad because that's what you want. You don't want a blowout. When it's the big game, you do not want a blowout. You want a game that's competitive and going back and forth. Just like we had the national championship game with the Indiana and Miami. That game was so damn good. You don't want that.
Yeah.
You don't want Oregon, Indiana. You don't want Seattle.
TCU and
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah, you don't want that because you want to be in the game the whole time. You want to sit there and be able to sit back and watch it and be like, I don't want to miss it because I may miss the play that changes the game, the punt return, the block punt, the interception. You want the fans to be in it at all times. But I'm gonna put my shot on Seattle as well. I just cannot see myself seeing Patriots win again. I don't want this. I don't want them to see it. I don't think it's gonna be by 3 points. I'm thinking more 6 or 7. Like I said, both teams got really good defense. I just think what's going to be the difference maker to me is the Seattle's got better receivers.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's what's going to be the difference maker. I think that's what's going to keep the Seattle in ahead the whole game. I can see them getting up early and just staying ahead. So that's my prediction. Scott's got Seattle as well. I'm putting my shot on Seattle. Y'all let me know who y'all got. I know my mom said she said Seattle yesterday. So but moving right along, it is time for question of the day. Are you ready, Scotty?
Yeah.
All right, give me a big game moment. A big game moment. Anyone, any Super Bowl or super thing majigger, big game moment. Any of them. From any time.
That that's easy.
I know what you're gonna go with. I know what you're gonna go with, but we'll just wait as I do important dates. All right, important dates, NFL dates. The big game is February 8th, which is this Sunday. The Pro Bowl is the 3rd through the 7th, so they just do events. So today, I believe, is the awards is today. So they're doing their awards and stuff like that today. Um, NBA All Star is going to be actually be next weekend, February 13th through the 15th. Winter Olympics, February 6th. That's opening ceremony. Like I said yesterday, we already talked about this. There's some events started yesterday and today. Go ahead, Scott.
The women hockey team won
I know that
5-1.
5-1. Yeah, I know you were saying that was the last of it, but it was 5-1 the last I heard. We asked our manager. He said it's okay for us to change the channel in the break room to the Olympics. So that's what we're going to do next week. Also, UFL dates. Season starts March 27th. Scott, you had told me something about their scheduling. Go ahead. About UFL scheduling?
Oh, yeah, they have some weekday games.
Weekday games. So there's going to be days on Tuesdays.
I know there's, Tuesday night. There's some games.
Yep. So there's going to be something to watch besides baseball, hockey, and basketball. There's going to be some UFL games. So that should be good. That should be good. So if you can't, and these games are pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. They're not like, oh, these games are going to suck, just another league. They're actually pretty good. So I highly recommend y'all checking these games out. I know I watch them. Scott watches them. So, and have we let y'all down yet? I don't think so. Tell them, Scott.
Nope.
All right. Going back to the question of the day, y'all let me know a big game moment. What moment happened in the game that you watched that you're never gonna forget? I'll start. I'm gonna tell you a good one and a bad one though. It's my show, so I can do this. The good one is when Michael Irvin caught that ball on the sideline, had his legs spread, caught the ball, touched inbounds, and reached across the goal line to score that touchdown. That's one of the ones I always remember. I thought that was a badass catch and touchdown. But the bad one was when Leon Lett was running down the sideline and Don Beebe knocked the ball out of his hand before he got into the end zone. That broke my heart because that was the record. That was the most points scored in the big game.
Yeah.
So, what about you, Scott? I know what you're going to say, but we're all interested to hear what you say.
Yeah. It's obviously it's got to be the helmet catch.
The helmet catch.
I mean that whole play, they had Eli wrapped up and he was pretty much sacked, and then he got out of it
and just threw the ball up. And what was the receiver that caught it?
David Tyree.
Tyree, there you go. The only catch he had, it was probably the best one.
Yep, only catch. Yep.
That is
only catch that season.
Yep, that is crazy. Hands down. And I was actually rooting for the Giants that game. I did not stand the Patriots. So, but that's all we got. It's time for the last word. Scott, you got anything before we go along?
No, I'm good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all being here. This is the last show of the football season. We'll be back in March. Get ready for March Madness, UFL football, baseball, hockey, and basketball. So we still got a lot of sports going on. So Feel free to come back when in March again. We're gonna be taking the next 3 or 4 weeks off, and we'll be back ready to go again. So I appreciate y'all being here. We have 56 followers. Our goal is 100. Spread the word. Let people know what we're doing here, and let's just have fun on here. That's what we are here for, right, Scott?
Yep.
So y'all have a good evening. Scott, I appreciate you being here. You have a good evening as well.
All right. Yeah, you too.
All right. Bye.